Hi everyone, and welcome to another World of Warcraft stream with me, Sugarcrit. If you don't know who I am a variety fantasy streamer and I create content around World of Warcraft, live action role playing, and Dungeons and Dragons. There's going to be no camera on today as I got something in my eye earlier. It kind of now looks like I've got a terrible case of pink eye, so I'm just letting that settle down a little bit. Didn't really want to be sharing my face with a giant red eye on screen. Today I'm going to be sort of focusing on leveling a brand new character. So we're going to go from very start and get as far as we possibly can with that character within the stream. So let's get started. This is a character I created, Vixen. She's my new rogue. I created this hunter yesterday afternoon, and we've got her up to 50 this afternoon. So have a little bit of a buffer now for some money, and now we're going to start on the rogue. So off we go. I'm going to be using a couple of add-ons which I usually use when playing. Give me a second, my cat has decided at this very moment to go absolutely crazy. Right.
Recruit, step forward.
So what I'm going to do is... Oh, got a problem straight off. This sometimes happens, where when you try and log in, there we go, it ends up not showing the cursor, which is then really difficult for trying to play the game. So we'll just do a quick restart. And whilst that's happening, I'll let my cat out, who's going crazy. I hadn't realised that she'd got stuck in the room when I left to go and do some cooking. So yeah, really helpful. Right, let's just get this restarted. Sorry about the black screen. I really should create like a technical difficulty like window, but we're getting in now. So hopefully this time it will be working. Let's re-enter. It's coming up on screen at the moment, but we'll find out when we load in. Usually a quick restart fixes that bug. Yeah, there we go. Right, what we're not going to do is we're not going to reload the add-ons for the time being, because that causes a bug later on.
I need everyone in top form if we're to complete this mission.
So we're just going to leave everything running whilst we're on the boat. So that means all the tutorials are going to stay up.
That's odd.
We're going to not use any of the add-ons that we're going to use.
The rest of the drills.
I bet we'll save the
I need to
expedition in no
discuss
time.
the storm with the helmsman.
Let's move into sparring positions. I'll let you have the first strike.
Sinister strike, you might say. Actually, is that sinister? Yes, it is sinister strike.
Remember to always face your
Oh, a
enemy.
weird little loading screen there. I'm not sure what caused that. Hopefully it doesn't mean we get stuck on this.
Oh, I'd say you're more than ready for whatever we find on that island. Private Cole,
Okay,
reporting for
complete
duty.
quest. Pick up the next one.
Captain, we can't weather the storm for
Oh,
long.
wrong direction.
Everyone below
So we're not
decks,
on the boat
now.
for very long, so it doesn't matter for us just to leave things running. It does have details up for damage,
The
but we're not
Alliance
going to
leaves
worry
no one
about that.
behind. Stay focused.
So part of the time it takes now is going to be the setup, whilst we get everything sorted. But it's good to see it from the start of how it all works. So first things first, actually, we're going to switch off a couple of these add-ons. So what we're going to be using is auto turn-in, which allows me to hand in and accept quests automatically, just speeds things up. Cinematic Canceller, which stops any of the cutscenes from actually playing. Again, allows us just to speed up a little bit. We're going to uncheck any of these. And Silver Dragon, which brings up any rares in the area, particularly useful in the sort of up to 30 category, as any rares in that zone of leveling will actually provide us quite a nice little boost of XP. And I'm also going to be using TomTom, that just helps me keep track of where I am and set a couple of waypoints. So we're going to check a couple of these. We don't need the tutorials. We want to make sure those bars are on, and we're going to have larger nameplates always on. And what we're going to do now is just a quick reload to make sure everything's in place. Beautiful. Okay, next part of the setup is we want to get our heirlooms on. So I haven't got a full set of what I need, but what I do have will do for now. The other thing we want to put into place is our mounts, which we're going to end up using later. So we're going to pop that up there. And that should be everything. So off we go. Let's get started.
Find that missing expedition.
Oh, that's the other thing that needs setting up. Completely forget. So, auto turn-in actually needs loot most expensive reward, because we're not too worried, and we're going to accept all. Make sure all of that's switched on. There we go. Right. Now we should be good to go. So that little setup does cost us a little bit of time, but it's not the end of the world. We seem to be missing Eviscerate, so we'll pop that on as well. Now the only downside with the rogues, which I've been playing a lot of ranged characters, it means that I've been able to essentially just stand in one point and attack from a distance. But the rogue is a little slower because I actually have to go up to the things that I'm fighting, which then obviously takes a little bit more time. But hopefully as a result, I'm a little bit more durable. Though I have to say, I have enjoyed my hunter that I've been leveling. I'm not usually a fan of hunters, but I have enjoyed this one quite a bit.
Nasty storm. It must have hit the first
So
one
what I
too.
will do at some point on my next character level is I'll actually put a timer up on screen, and we can see exactly how long everything takes
The Alliance
as we're
leaves no
going
one
along.
behind. You three, scour the island for any sign of the expedition. Recruit, you and I will scout ahead.
Okay, so we're getting into it now. Usually this area takes me about 40 minutes, depending on if I mess up,
We'll find that
and
missing
if there's other people around killing stuff.
Of course I did. He's
But
my
usually
son.
about 40 minutes.
But more than
Now
that,
the
he's a
interesting
soldier of
thing
the
is going to
Alliance.
be
We
the
leave no one
speed
behind.
that we do the next area, because a large chunk of that actually comes from the rares that you can kill there. You get some rather nice XP from killing them. And on every character I've leveled so far, except one, I've always managed to... The rares have been up, I've managed to get them. It's not been a problem. But there was one of my practice mages where I'm sure it's not related, but I didn't put Silver Dragon on, and not a single rare spawned. Not one. Which actually left me considerably short compared to other runs. And since then, I've always tried to keep Silver Dragon up. And I tend to start my leveling... I'm on a US server, so leveling up tends to start roughly about 1-2 a.m. in the morning. Server time. Which means generally there's not anybody around. Oh, whoa! Hi, Bumper! Long time no see, my dear. How are you doing?
You need your strength. Recruit, Quillboar are far deadlier than Murlocs. You need to be ready
It's
for the
great
dangers
to
ahead.
see you here. Oh, where's she going? This woman just runs around in all directions. Right.
All right.
Ability's proven.
Sinister Strike builds up your combo points. Try using not bad, but Eviscerate is much more powerful.
Okay, so we
when
need to
using
get
more combo
3
points.
combo
Try it
points.
again.
This takes a while. Come on. Give me the energy I need. I'm just going to keep spamming it.
You
At the
have
moment,
3 combo
tired.
points. Use Eviscerate
I'm
now.
tired of people butting heads, but overall good.
Good. Eviscerate
Aw.
deals more damage based on
I miss
Sinister
you
Strike
too.
as often as you can to gain combo points.
I'm hoping now that I'm streaming again, I'm going to be able to start hanging out with people. And although I appreciate that
You have 4 combo points. Time to use Eviscerate. Great job.
the situations around which I'm streaming now are very different to when I started. People actually have jobs and requirements, and COVID's no longer, you know, keeping people at home, forcing them to watch Twitch.
You're at 5 combo points. Use Eviscerate to finish this. Good. You're ready to
Here we
face
go.
the Quillboar. Let's get
Okay.
our people back.
Oh, saying that I'm still in combat with it. There we go. So remind me, Bumper, were you a WoW player? I can't actually remember.
It is good to
It can be a little bit difficult sometimes, especially with how long it's been, to remember who was D&D, who was WoW, who was Minecraft. Wish you played Final Fantasy. Been playing a ton of that, or League. I refuse to ever play League. I've had so many bad experiences with it that League will never be a game that I play.
Monsters have my son.
I've never played Final Fantasy though.
But I'm sure he's still alive.
I know. I raised him to overcome any challenge.
Not since Blizzard was what they are. Well, I mean, I stopped playing at the same time for the same reasons. Like, all the shit that was going down, I was like, no, I'm not supporting that. And then 2 things happened. One was after a conversation I had with someone who basically was still in contact with people who work there, and they were like, the problem is that not playing hurts them more than it does the CEO at the time, the people who were causing the problems. So that kind of made me think, well, you know, there are still a lot of people with jobs who need paying. And then the other part of it was the guy left. the CEO who was fired, who was responsible for all of the issues, was fired. And I don't know just how good, like how much improvement there's been since. But from what I've heard, there has been some. Still not brilliant. Every company has a huge amount of issues.
Will kill you.
But hopefully it has improved from what it was like.
You will be our next.
Send you a 30-day trial to play just to see. I'd love that. Yes, please. Describe myself as a variety fantasy streamer, and I think Final Fantasy definitely meets that bill. It's fun, and I love the story in it. Oh, it'd be good to try them. It'd be good to try.
You're Captain
Oh,
Garrett,
me.
Henry's mother. You always said you'd come
What can
for
I
us.
do?
Well, he was
There's
right.
no problem
Now,
with
where's the rest of the
engineering,
expedition?
Ken, son. I brought along a
Done. Hit you up
miniaturized
later, and
Scout-O-Matic 5000.
love to help you get through
Let's
some of it.
just unshrink
Amazing.
it.
I won't be able to play tomorrow morning, as I'm actually going out for a day with my mum. But hopefully
Give it a
either
try.
tomorrow evening before
Come
stream,
in. It seems the Scout-O-Matic
or even
5000's
during stream.
camera
Maybe
is
that's what we'll do
working
instead of
as
an art stream
expected.
tomorrow.
It has a
We'll
camera?
we'll have a
Then
Final
why
Fantasy
does anyone
trial.
need to be up there?
For once, I can carry someone
What
else.
if the machine were to break? We wouldn't be able to see.
Oh.
I mean,
It's
I
it's
doubt
nice
anything of the sort would happen.
when you're not the newbie for the first
Just
time.
move around too much.
Quiet. I see something.
So I think I'll do that. We'll do a I'll stream from 7
They're
p.m.
bringing a
tomorrow.
dragon back
Because I was
from
gonna
the
have to move
dead?
it to 7
How are we
anyway,
going
with
to
me being
deal
out
with
for the day.
that?
We have to stop the
And
sacrifice.
if
But it would
you're
take
if you're
an
free
army to
to,
get through all the undead.
even if you can't play with me, you can
Science.
talk me
The
through everything that
resizer
needs to
can
happen
enlarge one of the nearby
and how to
pores,
find
so it
various
can
places. We'll give that a
trample all
go.
those monsters flat.
We don't have any other choice. My son's life is on the line.
Oh, this part takes so long. It's a shame there's not a button to just go, and I'm done. I've got that information.
Necromancy is nothing.
Let me get on with it.
One giant boar coming up. Let's
Okay.
just calibrate
I have to
for
remember I have to
size,
actually get
sir.
close to these, because sometimes the button's ready and I'm nowhere near a boar.
Let's see. Turn this dial. Okay,
Go.
try it now. Yikes! That won't
Where's
do it
another
all.
one? That one will do.
Try again.
Very true. Let me know and I'd happily help. Thank you so much. I'm
Giant
excited
boar.
now. I'm very excited. I get to
have
play
a
something,
mission to accomplish.
try out something
We'll deal
new,
with the
and I get to
army.
play with
The
you.
rest of you, push forward and set up camp once we've cleared a path.
There we go. Right, this is where I have to time it right.
I knew you'd save us.
I got caught out on this morning and ended up being pushed back. There we go.
Something's happening to the boar. Hang on, recruit.
Zoom in, because the camera doesn't readjust.
We've
Whee!
dealt with the undead. Now let's finish off that necromancer and save my son.
So, have you been able to play any D&D recently? Or at all? I miss the fact that we don't get to play and that the campaign we'd started ended. But hopefully that won't be the case forever and we'll actually get to play again.
Good
Because
riddance.
that was
Let's go
awesome.
check on Henry.
Mother,
It was so
sorry.
good to play with you.
I tried to fight the ogres. They were too strong.
Henry, always remember that you are more than your mistakes. Now, Private Garrick, I want a full situation report.
Okay, give me
You're a
that.
true hero.
Lovely. And then we're going to go back over here.
We can't
Not
rest
recently,
until we
no,
stop the
but I
ritual.
miss it. And we've done some teaching to the kiddos. Oh, I love that. Oh, shit. So that's one of my examples of missing up.
How are you?
Where I've moved away. And we'll just delete all of these. Doesn't even matter if we actually need them because we're going to get
Together,
new stuff so
we'll see our
quick.
way through this.
Right. Anybody else? Private Cole.
Here to help, however. Holston likely had to evade some deadly threats. Use stealth to sneak past them.
Okay. I've never done this on a rogue, so I'm not actually sure what this class quest is. Sneaking past the bear. I've been looking into some local groups. Potato been DMing a friend's game lately though, so he's getting more time. And how is the mushroom
You can
collection
craft a deadly
going?
poison from those roots. Gather them while the bear is far away.
gather them while the bear is not listening to you. Distracted. I recently started a brand new game on brand new D&D game, which is hosted in person. I haven't played in years, and the fact that I now are not only playing in game in person, but DMing in person. Largest group I've ever DM'd for, and it's just awesome.
More sacrifices for ritual.
I just needed you to know. I love you.
Aww. I love you too. I love you too. I know me. Oh. Didn't mean to hit that. That was a mistake. I've been getting him more. Well, he has an Argate one and a Magnet one that came on a card I got him for his anniversary. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. So we're 26 minutes in with, let's
Private Cole, reporting for duty.
call it maybe a 10-minute start.
I shouldn't have left
We're not doing too badly.
All right.
Inside it said, "I'm glad I picked you." Oh, I love that. That's adorable.
I'll try my best to help. Keelan and I will scout ahead. We'll meet you to the north.
Oh. If you buy him too many, he's not going to have much room left over.
It seems the Harpies are holding one of your people captive.
We have to rescue Merity.
I always run off here and don't pick up the actual quests that I need to.
Let's deal with those harpies. I just hope Merity is okay.
We've got someone
Come on.
doing this quest. Means we have to be quick. It's a new one I'm going to use. You are 100% welcome to it. Again, not too worried about killing them here because we'll kill enough of them. When we go and do the little boss person, we'll kill these though. We'll move that over there because we don't need it.
You will sate my hunger. Just a nibble.
Okay, go and get this chest because that also gives us a nice little XP boost. Only 500, but at this level that makes all the difference to getting through this. And we want to try and hit... Oh, nice. He popped up. Might be in and out as I'm at work. I have my headphones so I can hear and see, of course. Amazing.
Counting on me.
I should come over. Fantastic. And off we go. Seem to be in a little bit of a race with this guy now. It's highly likely we'll end up being put into the mini dungeon at the end together.
I'll cast a spell to get myself out of here. Keep the harpies off of me.
I can always go for seconds.
Oh, I can smell the dinner cooking. It smells so good. It smells so good. I love you too much to leave you alone. Oh, thank you. Yeah, being alone is not something. Not something I'd like to happen at the moment.
Hang in there. I'm here to help.
It's nice to have friends to keep me company.
Keep fighting. I'll heal you.
Lots has been going on over the last few days. Not all good. But I'm glad to be streaming again. And Nomi's here too. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. How are you doing, Nomi? How's things going?
Something huge is headed this way.
We can beat it if we fight together.
That's what she
For
said.
the Alliance.
Oh, I keep getting weird audio glitches. I'm hoping they're not coming up on stream, and that it's just my headphones. Life can be a massive dick. Life can go kick itself in the balls, because it's horrible. So my next level up character is probably going to be a
Come on, let's get out of here while we can.
it's probably going to be a paladin, but I need to get quite a bit of money back, as I don't have the right heirlooms for a paladin. The heirlooms are kind of important.
Have patience.
They don't give the XP boost anymore, but like movement and damage boosts do make a big difference. And Nomi, I often it's quite funny. I don't get notifications when you come online on WoW, but I do get notifications when you go offline. So I'll get this little notification that's like, oh right, she's on. Oh wait, no, she's not. She's not on. So I never have any idea when you're actually online. I'm only notified when you're offline, which really isn't helpful to anyone.
Pass some of my power to you.
Life needs to calm its tits and behave. Really does. I've had enough. It seems to do it with everyone, Nomi. I think it's something on my end. Not sure what it is, but I can't find what the setting is. But it does it for everyone on my friends list. It will not tell me when they're online, but it will tell me when they go offline. And as you are predominantly the person who plays, it's your name that kind of keeps popping up. But it's not. I wouldn't worry about it being on your end. It's nothing you've got going on.
Get some rest.
Ooh, what are you? Crimson Vial. Oh, it's a heal. That's helpful. Alright, we're going to pop you up there, because that's very useful.
I'm grabbing a plant when this blows over. Good luck. Those survivors are counting on you.
Rescue anyone you can find.
Okay. Right. Got one. Always get the speed boost thingy as well, because that drastically helps get through these spells. These quests. That's super unhelpful. Also, I can reactivate my Americana WoW and help you with gold. Oh, yes, reactivate. I'm setting up, or trying to set up, a new guild for streaming. So getting some friends, getting some of the community, getting some other streamers to join, and build something up that we can create content together. So if you are happy to reactivate it, please do, because I'd love to play with you.
Guide them to me.
I'm now doing a lot of speed leveling as well. I'm not super fast, but I am now doing getting quicker. As we'll hopefully see tonight. But not played a rogue for a very, very long time, so I actually have no idea what the speed of this is going to be. We're not doing brilliantly at the moment. It's not terrible, but it's not as fast as it would normally be. You had me at yes. Yes! I'm currently... I've got my little monetary goal thing at the moment, which is to reach 500 followers. And if I manage to hit that, I'm actually going to do my first ever 12-hour stream. and I'm going to attempt to get from 1 to 60, or as close to 60 as I can within that 12 hours. I've managed to currently get 1 to 50 in 12 hours. That's my sort of time scale at the moment that I've managed to achieve. But I'm working to hopefully get that time down further and be able to get the whole 1 to 60 in that single run.
We can't rest until we stop the ritual. Recruit,
so on one hand, I'd like to get those 500 as quick as possible. On the other hand, the longer it takes to hit it, the longer I have to practice getting that speed up. Awesome and quite the endeavor. Well, I wanted a joint goal for things. So not only is it a goal for obviously getting my followers, but then it's also a goal for me to achieve something as well. There we go, move out the way. I don't like how much health I'm taking here, but I'm very, very glad these two guys are helping me. That massively helps. I've managed to solo that now on both Mage and Hunter. It's not too difficult on those, but because I generally can keep it at a distance and not really take any damage. But again, Rogue, slightly different deal there. Can't really get out of the combat range. I wish I put the timer up on this now. Because I can only go on how long we've been streaming for. So we're now stream 37 minutes. Like I said, if we take 10 minutes off that first setup,
dangerous combination.
We're looking at about 27 minutes. Usually this part takes about 40 minutes.
All right, recruit. Just act like an ogre and get us inside the citadel.
Don't use big words. In fact, don't say anything at all. Just smile and wave.
So I think this actually slows me down more. Yeah, it does. Okay, so we're not going to do that.
More sacrifices.
It's one of the few times where having a mount is not helpful.
Show what you got.
Alright, we're going to get to him. We're going to go
see what we can learn about the ritual.
And run on.
The sacrifices we thought we lost.
I quite like when you dance and it tells you like you're a good dancer, but it takes up time. So I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna wait.
No, how can we break these seals?
There is always
like, where have the people gone? Oh, they're just there. It's okay.
Together, we'll see our way. Gorgroth mentioned wardstones.
I'll try my best to help.
Come on, pick up.
What's on your mind?
There we go. I'll save and quit my very relaxing Disney Dreamlight Valley and log on to WoW. So, the first time I heard about that game was on Saturday. Never heard of it before. First time I'd ever encountered it was it being recommended by another friend. And then since Saturday evening, I have had non-stop ads for it. Non-stop. It's like on TikTok, it's been every 3 videos has been for it. On YouTube, the ads are coming up for it. I just like, where is this coming from? Oh no! Okay, that's not good. That's gonna massively slow things down. This is the downside, we're playing later now, and having people around. It means we're gonna miss out on those respawns. Ooh, not good. That's going to make quite a dent. Hopefully this one is still up and we can grab that. And then we'll run back up to the other side. Yeah, this one's still up. Excellent.
We keep sacrifice. You know, stop it.
It's relaxing and perfectly non-triggering, calm, good music. Just overall very pleasant, especially when stressed or sad. I gave the character creator a go and absolutely loved it. Loved the design of everything. And I'm quite a fan of things like The Sims and Animal Crossing, which obviously that is a big part of the game, really. It's kind of takes aspects from those. It's not something that I would stream. Doesn't quite fit what I stream, but also it seems to be the kind of game that I'd just like to play in my downtime. Alright. Head up here, get this chest. Aesthetically pleasing too. It's got a gorgeous style, which you'd hope for with WoW. You know, you'd hope that it would not WoW. Sorry, with Disney, you'd hope that with Disney, that they'd get the aesthetic right, and they really have. Alright, let's hope that this is... Oh, okay. Let's see. Can we speed in? There we go. Pop off that dash. Amazing. So that took a little bit longer than would usually take. Unfortunately, that's the downside when other people are online. Hence why it's so much better to do earlier. We've also not managed to, I've managed to kill enough critters either, which is usually not a problem. But again, if people are around killing everything that I want to kill, it's like, why are you playing the game that I want to play? This multiplayer game with other people, how dare you? I'm now quite pleased that we're not. We're on 33 minutes, I think, roughly. Allowing for a 10-minute buffer. We've not lost a huge amount of time, but I like to try and be as efficient as possible. So, I find it kind of frustrating when like simple things then get in the way. Okie doke, so we're gonna go to click the button. Damn it! There's more than enough people just in this little area. I wonder if we're gonna be grouped together.
Let's move. I'll draw the ogre's attacks. The rest of you focus on taking them down.
After playing for years and not being in a group with anybody, I've noticed recently, like, being put in a group with other people, which is unusual for me, but it's been quite a nice change. I appear to be taking this guy on by myself. Just double checking that I have still got... Jesus, come on. Usually the NPCs follow you, so it's odd that they decide to go and kill something else.
This place is full of necrotic energy. They must be close to reanimating the dragon.
Come on. Let's get a bit of slice and dice action. Sometimes eviscerate isn't the most useful of things. Oh no! Pop sprint, but in the wrong direction. Not helpful. Let's get some slice and dice going. So I have no idea what rotation I need to do for Rogue. Like I said, it has been a while. It's been a while. Let's get more slicing, more dicing. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Are you taking on the... It's like, is that NPC just going straight for the boss? Are they Leroy Jenkins this?
That's one of Gorgroth's top lieutenants. Can we really defeat him?
We haven't come this far to quit now.
Oh shit.
You lead the attack. I'll charge in after you.
Shit. That hit a lot harder than I was expecting. I've been living an outlaw rogue. It's been quite fun. I used to hate rogue in classic. Rogue was the first class I actually played properly. So rogue was basically my first main. Especially when I think rogue and then either paladin or priest. I think I went in order to do more dungeons and raids. And then when I switched over to Alliance, it was then that I kind of got into my mages and my druids. But rogues have always had a very special place in my heart.
No time to waste. We've got Gorgoth cornered.
Come on. Attack the damn thing. Okay. So yeah, it's quite nice to go back to Rogue. And my plan is to get all the classes. It was the first time I've ever actually attempted to do something like this. It's the closest I've ever got to doing something like this. So the plan is to get through all of the classes, all up to max level.
You will not stop the ritual. Not after all we have done.
Come back! Where are you going? I want to hit you.
We can't rest until we stop the ritual.
Again, really missing the whole the whole kind of like crowd control, staying at range. I'm definitely a range player. I don't tend to be someone who likes to be up in them melees. And that's the same for both like WoW and D&D. My characters tend to be all like either ranged or casters. It's like, put me in the safety area. Leave me at the kids' table with my stabilizers, please.
I think we stopped it.
Guys?
We can still win.
Yep, we can win. Do you want to come help me win? Just stand there. NPC is like, you got this. You got this. It's fine. Just keep going. It's like, guys, guys, please. So we're coming up to 40 minutes, which is, yeah, roughly normal. We believe in you! I'm not sure I believe in myself, if I'm honest. Oh. Charging my lasers! Gonna stab you in your butt. Come on. We're nearly there. We're nearly there! Down you go! Come on! Last few stabby stabs. Literally just like poking at its toes. I'm taking it down with tiny paper cuts. It's about as effective as I am with my little daggers. Stabby stab stab stab. I can take you down. I can be important.
We've been trying to get through the storm to reach you.
Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Thank you.
Ogres and necromancy. Excellent.
Yay! And that's our level 10. Yep. Let's go. Let's go. Cool. So, I believe assassination is the best option to go for with leveling in Shadowlands right now. So we're going to give that a go. Doesn't change the fact that I still don't know what my rotation should be. I do have a little thing that can help me, but
one of our airships approaches.
Let's go to best leveling rotation.
Strength of the alliance.
Cheap shot or garrot. All right, that's not actually giving me it bites. So let's go to icy veins. Because there's nothing I can do at the moment with this. So we're just going to let them fly, load, do what they need to do. And we're going to go to rotations and cooldowns. Now, apparently there is a slider to put you in what level you are, but I cannot find where that slider is. Okay, now we don't want this to...
Best of luck to you.
Yep. Okay, cool. I have no idea. It's supposed to tell me what it is, but it doesn't. So we're going to leave it. And we're just going to do whatever the hell we want. We'll make it up as we go along. I'm sure it's fine. But if anybody wants to look up what the rotation should be, please go ahead. And if you are interested in playing together, then it might be useful for you to know that we are on Rivendare, which is a realm that is connected to, I think it's like something like 6 or 7 other realms.
Well met.
Making it very nice and useful. Right, we don't have to worry about the chopper anymore, so we can get rid of that. Let's jump on Foxy.
Safe travels.
Wow, Foxy looks really small under my night elf. I'm quite nicely proportioned on all my other characters. But I look really badly proportioned on this. So we're going to make our way over to the other side. We're going to need to get a... Don't think we're going to have enough, so we're going to go and pick up some bags, which again is really taking us in the wrong direction at the moment. Because we're going to come back this way as well. So it means we're coming this way and then going back that way. But we want the transmog person. Okay. Thank you very much. Right. Is this something that we can wear? Yep. Is this something we can wear? Yep. Is that something we can wear? Yep. How is that better? Okay. Yep, that's what we can wear. Nope. 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 We don't have braces on. We don't have pants on. We don't have a belt on. We're doing well so far, guys. We're doing super well. We don't have half the things that we need. Right, we want to sell all of this stuff, which we don't need. Bye! Okay, and then we're gonna redo all of that. And get these bags out of the way. So this part of setup also just can take a little bit of time. But once we've done this, there's not really any more setup we have to do for a while. So we're gonna pop that on. Want that down there. We want our Hearthstone down here. And we are all good to go. But! Check out that butt. Now, I thought I'd set myself 4,000 gold, but apparently I set myself 3,000. Which really shouldn't be an issue. By the time we're in need of that kind of coin, we should have made enough to make up the difference. So we're now going to go all the way across to the other side. Just so we can transmog. Because you want to look pretty when you're leveling. And we're just coming up to an hour into gameplay now, so about 50 minutes. Again, this is where time gets taken up a little bit. So we're going to end up taking up quite a bit of time here. Getting the look I want. So it's not like a full well-timed. I don't have many tops that suit. I really don't like that. Is that the right kind of gold? Well, it'll have to do. Love this belt. Let's see what. Do they kind of go with it? Or we're just going to stick with the. We'll stick with the standards. And knives. What knives do we have that look nice? We do have a couple of knives that are quite nice looking. Although with all this blue, we really want something with blue in it. Earth Spike. That's not bad. We're going to put Wraith Chill on it anyway, to be perfectly honest. So, doesn't massively matter what it looks like, but that's kind of cool. And if we put Wraith Chill on it, yes. Same for this one. Although that is kind of nice. So, this is where I end up spending all my time. Is in making all the decisions for like, what do I want my transmog to be like? Here's 7 hours later of me doing transmogs. Oh, we could have octopus hands. I do quite like octopus hands as well. Spiky or octopus hands? feel like we should go octopus. They look a bit too weird. I hear it needs to be the right vibe for the character and their backstory. Exactly! Exactly. I'm really not digging that chest piece, but I have no other chest pieces. Like, all my chest pieces in leather are terrible. That's probably a little bit better, even though it's silver. It's like, I want this to look good, but I don't know how to make it look good with so little options available. Now we're going to stick with Rachel, and we're going to do that. That's it. There we go. That's my transmog. Pretty much using the same transmog for all my characters as well. Look at her. She looks deeply concerned with what she looks like. It's like, really? Is this what we're wearing? Okay. Oh yeah, we need our spec as well. Completely forgot about that. We're going to be stopping in a second, so I'll activate it when we stop. Oh, I could have picked up there. Oh well. Live and learn. Not the end of the world. Need to get our head down now, though, and catch up on the missed time. Otherwise, we're not going to be getting very far. I'd like to at least get to 30. That would be my goal tonight. So at least get us to 30. Okay, we want to select a timeline. We're going to go Legion.
If you find a powerful weapon,
because we're going to want to go to
by the Burning Legion or Old Gods. Okay.
Draenor, but also, more importantly, for this 2-hour portal, we're going to go to Enter the Dark portal. Okay, that's us all set up. Oh, wait, no. Keep forgetting. So what we're going to do now is, I do have a toy that gives me all of the flight paths, but you lose quite a chunk of XP from... because it essentially counts it all as being found, explored. And you lose a chunk of XP then from not exploring. So we're going to go slightly the longer way round, but it works out better for us because we then get that extra XP. Let's have a look. Is there anything on here that we've not added? So we've got fleet-footed. Do we have any other poisons? No. Cheap shop, amorous, assassination, general. No, we're all looking okay. I'm gonna be assassin. Finally made it in game. How much money does that need? Right now, I don't need anything. I don't think. At some point, I'm gonna have to buff all of my heirlooms. I have actually calculated how much per character it takes to take a set of heirlooms from nothing up to max level, and it's something in the region of 200,000 gold to fully buff a set of heirlooms. I do believe that also includes the price of buying the heirlooms. which thankfully I do have quite a lot of, although we need a guild to be able to get things like the legs and the hats. So I don't have any of those because I don't have a guild with high enough sort of ranking yet. A modest amount. It's quite a lot, isn't it? It's an eye-watering amount. And that's... So if you want something for every character, every class, and more concerningly, some classes have multiple heirlooms that they can wear as well. Depending on, so Paladin you can either have Holy or you can have Prot and Ret. And they both have different heirlooms. I can smell dinner. I think dinner needs turning. I think it needs stirring. And I have absolutely no idea if Ulf is listening. So that he can go give dinner a stir. I'm so worried about it burning. Could you stir? Oh, running into a wall. Oh, you am and you are. You am and you have. I have 3,000. I actually have a fair amount of gold that is slowly building up on all my characters. And it doesn't... Going through dailies, it doesn't take that long to get gold now. So I'm not worried about not having enough. As soon as I've got a couple more characters up, my plan is just to blast dailies across them all, and that should give me a fair chunk. The other thing I want to do is set up some profession characters. So this is a lot faster. So things like herbalism and mining, the ores of which can get you quite a little bit of income, and also tailoring, because bags are always used by people, and in any expansion bags have always been a good way of guaranteeing yourself income, because they will always sell. So that is my plan. But we will wait and see how well that plan is executed, as I still have quite a bit of leveling to do to get enough characters up. I believe the ideal amount to get a decent chunk of money through dailies is about 10 characters at max level, and I currently have one. I currently have one character at max level. I've got another 9 to go through. So the hunter that I created yesterday, she's now at 50. And she'll be my next to take through Shadowlands, get her to 60. Hopefully she should be at 60 in by the end of the week. My average tends to be about 3 days of, not of game time, but 3 days playing to get to max level. And my hunter has been significantly faster than my mage was, so hoping to definitely have her at max level, and then that will give me 2 max level characters. And then of course we have our little rogue now, which I'll be looking to level up on stream, and see how many streams that takes us to get there. So you can see here we started about kind of 3.5-ish bubbles in, possibly 4. I can't remember just how far it was, but just from exploring, we've got nearly half a level. So not, even though it's slow, not having that toy active gives us a huge boost. Especially these lower levels. Although it'll also make a difference at the higher levels when every tiny bit of XP counts. You get to kind of like the 45 mark and things start to really slow down. Well, I'd probably say actually it's more like about 42. Things start to really slow down. And then past 48, drastically slows down. You could do an entire area and maybe only get one level. So it makes a huge difference. Down it comes. So I've learned quite a lot from a couple of YouTubers in kind of like how to level, what to look for, zones to go to. And I have made a couple of adjustments to what they recommend, particularly at the end. So I find it much easier once you get to the 48 mark. Which usually should be like the end of High Mountain, although I've been struggling to get to 48 by end of High Mountain. Today on my Hunter I was really short. I think I only got to about 46, 47. So that's a considerable amount that was short, and I like to then go to the Night Elf starting area in Darnassus, because I know the zone extremely well. You can fly, so it's easy to get backwards and forwards. It's not like Elwyn Forest that takes quite a long time to get through. And has stuff kind of spread out a little bit and lots of backwards and forwards things. So you can tend to do some nice chunks of quests together in Darnassus. And if you need that level boost at the end, it doesn't take too long to complete. So I find that much easier than going through the Battle for Azeroth stuff.
What can I do for you? Be good.
Okay, so this is where we're hoping that everyone's decided to go and level somewhere else. And they're not joining me in this area. Because we're going to really hope that we get lucky with all of the rares being up. And hopefully have some chests spawning as well. Because the chests themselves can give anywhere between 2,000 and 7,000 XP. So really hoping we get lucky, as that will make a big difference. And straight off we've got this rare up, which is fantastic. So we'll see in a moment kind of the extra boost he gives. So he's here. And let's see what XP he offers us. Just spotted that our things are off now. So that was 800 XP. That's nearly 2 bubbles from one mob. So 100% recommend getting them. And that's the other nice thing when you level it, when you go back to level in these zones, at the higher level, those mobs still give that level of XP. So going somewhere where there's a high percentage of rare mobs, which there is in Darnassus, or Teldrassil, it makes a big difference. This is where, again, it's kind of a little bit slower because we're having to run between them rather than just mounting up. Because if by the time I've mounted up and then I've thingied, they're onto me. They're onto me! So I have a suspicion this is probably going to be one of my slower runs. Which is why I'm going to be happy if we can hit the definitely the 30 mark. I'll settle for 30 within this stream. I don't know why I just mounted up. That doesn't help me in any way. I remember when poisons were a large part of rogues, multiple different types of poisons, but you had to not only craft the poisons yourself, you had to systematically apply them to each weapon. Whereas now, you just click a button and it does it automatically. There was a time when poisons stopped being kind of used at all. So I'm glad that they've come more back into the rogue gameplay, because they were a big part of rogues. I'm also not sure what the lock picking is like now for rogues, because that was another thing that was really big. Okay, what we need? One more trog. And then we are done here. Okay, I'm gonna mount up. Head back up here. Oh wait, no! No, it's not enough! We need stone tooth so we can hopefully kill this one. And it counts. Come on, drop a tooth, drop a tooth. There we go! Let's hoping the last one would have dropped what we needed, but apparently not. So I'm hoping you can see the difference that things make. We're going to go down this way because it's a little safer than the route I have taken in the past. Although not by much by the looks of things. Right, hand these in. And then it's going to send us back again. So auto-turning at this level is amazing. Makes my life so much easier. But I have noticed, particularly in Shadowlands, it's a little awkward because there's so many cutscenes. It does not let you kind of get through them easily because you're constantly wanting to accept and move on with quests. So I've noticed that there's been quite a lot of errors that come up. Mary-Kate and Olsen, the ad break was so loud. I'm so sorry, I can't control the ads. Unfortunately, I have no ability to set the volume in any way, shape or form. But what ads did you get? Did you get good ones? I always like it when I get the World of Warcraft ads, or Genshin is another one that I like getting because that's a really pretty ad. That's a really pretty game. If you're looking for an alternative game to something like WoW, Genshin Impact is gorgeous. For a free-to-play game, holy carp. Like, there is so much detail in it. Something about gum, I think. I don't know, my ears were bleeding. Oh no! No, we don't want that at all. I'm so sorry. Damn it, Blizzard! No, damn it, Twitch! I was gonna say Twitch, and then I was like, no, it's Blizzard. And then it was gonna come out Blitch, and in all of that time, my brain still got it all wrong. So we should be able to get everything we need for this quest in one run through. So all these that we have to kill, usually there's enough of them. I do appreciate anyone who is able to sit and make it through the ads. It really does help. It makes a huge difference. Although the ads shouldn't show at all for anyone who is subscribed. So that is a little odd. Okay, I don't know why that's going... Have I gone wrong already? I know this route very, very well. Oh no, I just went to kill something that was a little off track. That's why it's made me spun me around a little bit. Maybe a bit disoriented. Don't need to get him. So this is usually about sort of a 1.5 to 2 hour zone. It's a little bit longer than some of the others, but it's really linear, so it's very easy to get around. Which I really like. Because a couple of zones you can end up being there, it's like, okay, I've filled in this, you know, I've got this quest now. Where the hell do I go next? Or they send you off in multiple directions. So the WoD garrison, which we're going to end up doing as well. Is that a bone snapper? Excellent. That's particularly bad. It kind of sends you out on about 3 or 4 different quests that take you to other zones before you've even done anything in the zone that you're in. Which is really not helpful. Now, usually I'm a lot faster through here, so I'm going to guess that there you go, there's been some respawns. Sometimes I can get through here without any respawns. Sometimes I might have 1 or 2 at the top. But this gives us a good indication that how much slower this is. Because of what the respawns are like. And one of the benefits of the rogue, though, is we don't have to kill these, so we can just stealth our way through and not have to deal with any of them, which is fantastic. I have, however, forgotten to get something that I did need for this character, which is some mount gear here. I think it's called the something barding. Can't remember the exact name, but essentially it stops you from being dismounted if you're attacked by a particularly nasty mob. And so as long as you can get through the effect, you can just stay mounted and keep running. Oh, not you.
What can I do for you? Recto meter.
Okay. So, level 12. What are we on? Level 12. An hour and a half in level 12. Not a great time. But as long as we're all having fun, does it matter? At the end of the day, as long as we're all enjoying spending time together, watching me show you the route, because at the end of the day, even if it's going a little bit slower, Slower just means you get more time to appreciate the route that we're taking. And so far, all my characters have been leveled with this same route. Which, okay, so some would argue, but doesn't that get boring, doing the same thing? But every time I run it, I become more and more familiar with the faster ways of doing things. So, yes, it can become boring. Is it boring for me at the moment? No, not really. I'm appreciating learning exactly what I need to do to be quick.
Great to meet you.
Okay, so we're not going to set our Hearthstone because we want it set somewhere else. I'm going to come over here and pick this up. Okay, and then we're going to pop up here. And what we're going to do is we're going to start killing these things as we go along. Without running into trees. Oh, a little bit of weird visual glitching there. So we want to try and kill everything. Killing it all now speeds it up a little bit later on. So we will go back to this bear, because bear butts are some of the more awkward drops. Not the most awkward drop in this zone, but definitely up there. That bear doesn't even have a butt. Thankfully, the spiders is just a numbers game. So we don't have to worry about a drop rate with them. Once we've done them, we've done them. We don't have to kill them anymore. I need to keep a better eye on my what's it called? My little energy points. Because we get those up quite quickly and then I forget to use them. Alright. So, there should be another rare up here. And there also should be another quest that gives us a nice... Ah, damn it! It's possible that they have already killed the rare. Which is a bummer. A big, big bummer. We'll go back outside and see. We come past this way quite a bit. So hopefully it will respawn in the time that we're going around. So that little thing that I picked up there, that makes a big difference later on. There are 6 documents you can pick up and it gives you a huge chunk of XP when you hand them in. But we're not going to hand them in until the end. No, they are not here. No! Oh, that sucks. Okay. We're going to try and not be sad. We're going to be awesome instead. So it does mean we're now playing with someone else in the area. It's likely that they will tag the rares that we need. Which is the biggest downside of playing at this time. It's the biggest thing I hate about playing at this time as well. Is when you're trying to get through something quickly. And you're needing every little morsel of XP that you can. Losing out on things like that can make a really big difference. The nice thing though, Nomi, is if we start playing together, because we're basically in the same time zone with very little difference between us. It means that we'll be able to play together at a time when nobody else is on. So we can get all our shit done together. And no one else has to worry about interrupting us. Okay, so we're now going to go over here and we're going to kill gnolls. How many more lurkers? We only need one more lurker. So that makes sense. We don't have to worry about finding any spiders now. So if it helps, Nomi, I'm pretty much on every morning. Which roughly be about 7 or 8 o'clock your time. Currently it's more or less every day. There is, however, a couple of Saturdays where I don't play at all. Because D&D! D&D Beyond! I have those games. And I either need to prep for them, or I'm actually playing them. That's early. It is! Like I said, I'm usually on roughly about 2 a.m. server time. So I like to really make use of the quiet. Which is quite funny actually, because I don't often see these zones in the daylight. I'm pretty much the epitome of a night elf because I'm only around when it's dark. I might as well be playing a vampire character. Because I don't see daylight. Thankfully, my computer is right next to a window with a nice blind, so I, as a person, I get to see daylight. I'm not someone who's just sat in a darkened room 24/7. But as a character, this is a unique experience. Okay, now, there is another special up here. How are we doing for ears? Okay, we're doing alright. Let us pray that it is still there. I'm not even alive around that time. You're asking a night owl to be a morning bird. I am so much of a morning... I say morning person like, oh, he is there. Cool. So even though it hasn't pinged on here, I'm so used to what he looks like now. It's like, okay, I can see him. There he is. So we will go back and check for that other guy, and hopefully he has done a respawn. I don't know what the respawn timer is on these. That's the biggest problem. Come on. Okay. I'm not saying that you need to be on that early. It was more just a I am on then if you happen to be awake. But 100% not expecting it. Alright, okay, so we've now got all of our ears. We can head on to the next area. We're going to be looking for bears as we go. Because we want to get those butts. There we go. Right, we need 3 more. So there's usually kind of quite a few bears lurking around here amongst the lurkers. So I tend to be able to pick them up before I get to the next little section of quests. I don't think I've been awake that early in literally years. Hey, if you don't need to be up, why bother? You know, don't force yourself. a lot of needing to be up that early has kind of trained my body now to go, oh, what's that? It's 6:30 in the morning and you're not out of bed. What's that about? So yeah, it's unfortunately for me now, one more, that's all we need. Unfortunately for me now, it gets to a certain point in the morning and even if I want to stay in bed, I cannot get back to sleep. An exception has to be made for the last couple of days, which, you know, strange set of circumstances has meant that I don't even want to get out of bed. So even if I'm awake, I haven't got up. But that is unusual. Usually I'm out of bed by about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going out for a walk by 7:30 with my friend and her very, very cute doggy. Her puppy boy. So the last couple of days have been very much the exception to the rule. Alright, there's another... Another one usually around here, but it hasn't pinged. Again, not to say it's not there, but no, it's not there. There is sometimes a chest in here though, which can give us the extra boost we need. We're not doing well for... This isn't the worst I've ever had it for rares. As I said, I did have a character where I got none at all. Ah, yeah, good old kidney shot. In fact, I'm gonna swap that with that. I'm so sad that's not up. That would have made a nice difference. But oh well, it is what it is. You can't have everything. So we'll go hand this in. Should be a rare at the next little area we're going to go and kill some kobolds at.
Talk to me.
And it's always a lucky draw. What I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to head straight there in case there is someone else in the area. Usually I'd kill these things as I'm going, but there's more than enough of these around. So it's not the end of the world if we miss them. It's not popping up. Doesn't look like it's here either. Oh no! Oh no! I don't think we're going to be hitting 30, guys. Yep, usually spawns in there. Oof. This is not looking good. If I knew what the respawn timers were, I could just say, well, we'll come back and collect them afterwards. But because I'm not sure, we might not be in the zone long enough for them to respawn. Alright, what am I after? It's always the foragers that I'm short on. There's loads of these surveyors, but the foragers are the ones I'm always short on. I read that completely wrong. Like, yep, me kill. I read it as, yep, kill me. It's like, wow, that's dark. It's like, you okay, Kobold? You alright there, my guy? So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna hand this in. We're gonna go back over there. It's a little bit of to and froing with this little bit, but a nice buff of
You got my attention.
quest XP. Yay! I quite like it at the end where it looks like you're not going to make enough XP to get to the level you need to, and then you go to the final area and hand in the quest, and it's just like, ba-ding! Here's like a level and a half of XP. Like that's nice. It's a nice bonus. It's a bit of luck where these spawn as well. Like, we've got one down there, but we might not need it, so I'm not going to worry about it. If everything has spawned further up, we'll still get enough of those crates without having to go and kill the extra things. Oh shit! Don't kill that. Don't start attacking things. Yeah, there we go. I was hoping I could do that without pulling, but never mind. Again, we don't actually need to kill these, but it's difficult to not. Because the moment you de-stealth, they come out. So it's and stuff like that happens. Oh, don't stand in the fire. Again, don't ever kind of experience that because I'm stood at a distance and he's died before he's even got to me. As much as I like playing rogues, so far, with what we've done so far, this has been my least enjoyable character to play. Hey, what do you know? It came online! It showed me an update! So again, because I don't know when the ads pop in, so apologies if I am repeating stuff that's already been said. It's a complete guess as to whether or not it's been heard the first time due to ads. But I'm on Rivendare. I also have characters on other servers because it's important for me to be able to have enough slots to practice leveling. Quite a few characters dotted here and there, but none that I would class currently as my main. Well, I have a mage that is kind of my main. Okay, nice. So now we head all the way back. You know what? We'll do a little detour. Wouldn't normally, but we'll just see. Is that here? Taking us a little bit out of our way. But no, that would ping by now if it was in the area, so we're not going to worry about it. Okay. So you can see that little cluster there to hand in. Always makes me feel good. It's like, we've been doing all this stuff. Oh, now we can go hand these in. So there's one quest I'm not going to hand in. I'm going to save that until the end so that I can ensure that I have got everything I need.
You got my attention.
Essentially, there's 6 parts to a quest.
What's on your mind?
The other thing that's interesting is these that are outside at the moment that I'm handing things into.
What's on your mind?
Usually when I play, they're indoors. So I don't know whether it's a nighttime thing that they go indoors when it's dark, which is quite cool if that's the case. I kind of like that that's something that happens. Now we get our talent points. Go for that. So basically all the talent points are just going to be down one side. Bar 1. So I just have to remember where that 1 is.
What can I do for you?
I found that leveling for me goes fastest when I time travel after the starting island to Legion. Because you have all the areas that bonus quests and such, it gives a nice amount of XP. There's quite a lot of various different... Oh, no, no. That did not go as planned. So there's another little one down here. The only downside with Legion is it is slow. So I do go and do one of the areas in Legion. I go and do Valshara and High Martin, but they are very, very time consuming for the amount of XP that you get. So it's the bonus quests that you have there, the bonus achievements. When you're higher level and the XP is kind of harder to get, those are the boosts that you want then. Oh no! Alright, I'm going to be quiet for a moment while the ad break passes. Whitefin, yes, fam, he's up. I actually missed him earlier. He was the only rare that wasn't available when I played my when I was playing my hunter. Amusingly, we're actually nearly halfway through this zone. It's possible if we hit all the right parts, we'll probably be done by like 10 o'clock. Which will be great because that means I can actually have dinner with Ulf. So I think that's what I'm going to aim for, is I'm going to aim to finish this area, whatever level that ends up getting us to. Which won't be 30, unfortunately. I think we only really hit, at most we'll hit 23. More likely to be around the 22 mark. Back with bleeding, bleeding eardrums. Oh, bless you. Not the eardrums. It's a shame there's not like an auto mute. Like you can't set an ad level. Speaking of volumes, I have ordered something new for my mic. Whilst this mic is generally considered one of the best for things like podcasting and and streaming, it's really, really quiet. So unless you're like absolutely sat on top of the microphone like this, it gets really quiet, and you have to put quite a bit of gain on it to get it to a decent volume, and then you get all the room noise. as well, so it doesn't give the cleanest audio. But apparently, and this is well known, apart from by me, apparently you can buy a little box that you essentially plug your mic into before it goes into the main audio device that drastically boosts the volume of the microphone, so you still get that really nice clean sound that you would get if you were basically sitting on top of the mic, but without having to pump a ton of gain into it. Also, all my ads were in Dutch. One about Mackie, one about influencers, and one about a TV show. Oh, now the question is, was it a Dutch TV show, or was it just a Dutch advert about a general TV show? Kind of nice that the ads are localized, though. The ones that I always find like super loud when I'm watching the ads are the ones that are, ironically, the ones that are about Audible. They tend to come out the loudest. Which I find amusing and slightly ironic. A Dutch TV show. Nice. At least it's nice and specific. Now, when I was talking earlier about the bears having a kind of poor drop rate, but not the worst in the zone, this is one of the worst in the zone. So, these crocolisks, they drop jaws. And apparently, not all of them have jaws. I mean, it does technically say an intact jaw, so you could argue that with fighting them, they become not intact. But the drop rate... So I've killed quite a few. That was my first one that I picked up. It gives you an idea. It's like, yeah, these are slow. So there's another rare that generally is in this area. He spawns on top of here. But again, not there. Which is a big shame. Now, I have had it where something's not been there and then it spawned on top of me. So just because it's not saying it's there at the moment doesn't mean it's not close to respawning. There is one round here that does have quite a high respawn rate, which is, he's called Lord Condor. And his respawn rate's pretty high. You can probably run into him maybe about 3 times in the time it takes you to be in the zone. The others, not so much. Like I said, if we're super short for XP, we can come back and just run through the zone, see whether we can catch some respawns. It does slow the time down, but I'd rather have the XP than the time. Because otherwise it means having to go and do parts of zones I really don't like. Particularly when they're in the Warlords of Draenor expansion. It's like, nope. Nope, don't want to do you. Anywhere I can't fly is like off my thing of I don't want to do that. But the Warlords of Draenor is kind of the exception because that is a really good source of XP. That intro section, you can get usually at least a level, if not 2. just out of the intro. And you don't get any more linear than that introduction. You literally have... Oh, we don't have to kill these anymore. So we're just after one more jaw. We do need a gland, though, so kill this. Yeah, you literally have Khadgar holding your hand throughout the entire thing. Oh, no. Damn it. I saw a big red name and I was like, is that him? No, that's the big monster in the lake. Don't go after the big monster in the lake. Whatever you do. You're gonna have a bad time. Let's see. Still not got that last Murloc scent gland. We've got a couple of Murlocs around here we can eviscerate. Nope, not there. Hopefully this one. Yeah, there we go. Amazing. Right. Now we can try and avoid... Well, fairness, we're going to run pretty much... Just carry on running and they don't tend to stop you. So like I said, we come past this area. We're going to do a check for that mob again. Now, based on how that guy was being chased by this black bear, it's likely that they were looking for the rare and it wasn't there. Which kind of gives me hope that it just hadn't spawned yet. There he is! There he is! And this is why it's worth coming back and checking. Love it. Always worth double checking. So I'm just trying to think now, top of my head, which one I think there were 2 others we didn't have. But again, we go back to those areas later on towards the end. So fingers crossed they have respawned by then and we'll just pick them back up when we're in that area. Is this... Ah, right. So those are the ones I didn't want to hand in. They're the ones I wanted to collect. But because I know where they all are... I'm not too worried about keeping them till last and counting them. It can be helpful to keep them till the very end because that. Let's just see. Did that? Yeah, it did. Because then you can see that you've got all 6, which is a lot more helpful. We didn't get that scent gland. What? What? I'm calling bullshit on that. 100% should have got that. Goblin gliders. Until you can fly, they are a godsend. I could have sworn we picked up that final scent gland. What the hell? Just massively slowed us down. We shouldn't be coming back here. I mean, that's on me. I should have double checked before we went all the way back. But I thought we only needed 1 more. So when we picked up that final scent gland, I was like, that's it. We're done. Apparently, we must have needed more. We must have needed 2. Okay, now we've definitely got them all. Oh, how frustrating is that? It's the first time I've ever missed that. I really thought I picked up all of them. We're heading back to here. And unfortunately, we need that quest to be able to go to the next part. So it's not like I could have just run on and done another one and come back to that later. We literally can't move on until that one is done.
Talk to me. Watch your back.
Because now this is going to give us the breadcrumb to the next part of the zone. And what's worse is we've now used up the goblin glider. I guess I didn't have to. It was just a lot faster than jumping down. But we've now used up the goblin glider, which would have helped us to get across to that area faster. So what I would normally do is go to the peak over here, goblin glide down to the opposite side, and it would be considerably faster than running this entire way. Which with this mount is very, very slow. But faster than walking, so can't really complain too much. Oh wait, we're not even on that part of the quest! My god! My brain is... that's thrown me so much, I forgot which part of the quest we were on. We're on this part. Means we turn ourselves into a bush. We try and click on the moss hide. We throw this at him. We walk away. I turn it on and I walk away. We need to get rid of that because that's going to significantly slow us down. If you want an example on how to not do this zone, I'm currently giving a really good example of that. And that's cost us a lot of time. If I'm hoping to finish by 10 so that I can eat, that's just cost us a huge chunk of time. But I am not planning on going back and redoing the rogue. When it comes to doing my speedruns, I will probably do it on a hunter or a monk. Something that I can get from A to B pretty quickly. And get through enemies fairly quickly.
What's on your mind?
Right. Now we get the next breadcrumb. Which is this guy over here.
Well met.
So this is actually all making more sense now when I was initially watching videos talking through like all the different zones and how they worked. They were all done during the day. And when I came to do it, all of my mobs were inside, and I could not find where I was meant to go. I got so confused. So, yeah, this is a lot faster. This is a lot faster. I'm just going to ignore that. Oh, we're going to pull several. It's not what I wanted to do. I was hoping to have missed all the mobs, so I could have mounted up. Alright, so this is where our next rare is going to be.
Talk to me. Interest you on a pint?
So there's going to be some mobs that spawn here any second now. There we go. I'm going to kill these. And then there's two more up there, which we're going to go do a little sneaky stab. So we're going to go sap them. And cheap shot them. And then... Oh, I was hoping I was able to stealth again, but apparently not. Alright, that's the end of that quest. So what we're going to do now is in between here, there's a nice little road that goes up. We have fingers crossed that not only is the mob here, which it's not. So this is another one of those scrolls. Hopefully, okay, please let there at least be the chest in here. Nope. We haven't got a mob or a chest. Which is unfortunate. Again, we do come and do another thing kind of in this area. So it's a little bit out of the way, but we can come back here.
What's on your mind?
Okay, just double check. I've got both of the quests again, because again, I tend to run off without double checking that. We have another rare that spawns in here. Which doesn't tend to ping until we get further down. But I'm not seeing anything at the moment. No, doesn't seem to be running around. Not having greatest of luck today. Which is unfortunate. Ooh. Again, don't know what's happening with that little visual glitch there. I was really hoping that was the rare, because he sometimes drops down here. But no such luck. Okie dokie. So that's another one of those scrolls. I've lost track of how many that is. I think that's 4. Yeah, the fact that usually by now I've had the rare pop up. So if it's not popped up by now, it looks like it's not out. And I'm also watching all these nameplates as well through the wall, just in case I can see one for the rare, but sadly no dice. Which is a huge shame. Fingers crossed we won't need it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would very much prefer to be closer to 18 right now than I am. But it is what it is. Oh, I was hoping to get through without having to kill him. No such luck. But that does give us our last idol. What we're going to do is we're going to actually stealth through here rather than running through on a mount. Just double checking the thing's popping, but it's not. Huge shame. Huge shame. Huge.
You got my attention.
Whereabouts are they up to? They're just at the front of this bit. Okay. So we could probably afford to go back up there. But we won't. We'll wait. We'll head up and around. So I've only ever missed this rare once. It was on the run when nothing spawned. Generally, it tends to be pretty regular and pretty common. So I'm hoping that's still the case. But not getting it pinged, which is a huge shame. There is a mage up here, which is possibly they've taken it down. Okay, so we're on 17. A little low for where I'd want to be right now. I'd prefer to be a little higher.
Can I help you?
How are ya?
Off with you.
And this is where I am gonna be setting my house down, because we're gonna want to head back here. When we hit 20, we're gonna want to go to Stormwind. Because we're not mages, we don't have an easy way of getting around. So gonna set my hearth. And again, a little bit awkward because now I can't get that down. So I must have a throne. Oh, there's Condor. Right. There we go. So this is the one I wasn't too worried about because he tends to spawn relatively quickly. Right, let's have a look. I'm sure I should have a throw ability. Because otherwise, how on earth am I supposed to get things down? Like, these are all really fucking high. And if I have no way of getting to them, it's like, I can't reach that. And it's not a mob that, like, is hostile, so it doesn't come towards me. Like, how am I supposed to reach that? All I can do is hope this guy can pull them and then kill what he's killing. Oh, one feather. One. I have literally no way of getting this down. There has to be something. How can you not have something to like some kind of rage? Everything has at least one ranged ability, even if it's just like throwing a dagger. Where's my 8? Oh, there. Where's 8? That makes this quest so much more frustrating, because the drop rate on these isn't great, but because you can just pull them from pretty much everywhere, it goes kind of quickly. If I can only pull the ones that are within jumping distance, Oh my god, is this going to be longer? Okay, we need one more. You're a sheep. One more. Please, please be low enough. Please be low. There we go. As we're coming down this low, I would consider going to see that spider. Oh my god. These are just nightmarish. Yeah, I'm not leveling another another rogue. This is too slow for me. This has got to be one of the least enjoyable ones to stream. Probably should have picked something that was a better example of getting through the zone without error. There are going to be plenty more of these. As I said, I want to go through every class. So I'm not too worried. I was just hoping this would be faster. Because it's currently taking much longer. Now there's usually another rare around here. A little foxy called Ashtail. We'll wait and see if he's up. What I might go and do actually is go straight to that area and check. And then hang around there. Because if other people are in this area, we don't want to lose out on that mob. I've already lost out on too many so far to want to risk losing that one as well. So I'm now kind of in the zone that if it was here, it would have pinged. I thought it said hot grizzly. Hey babe, are you in for some hot grizzly action? Nope. Nope. Wrong thing. Stop trying to target the ram. Target the fox! Okay. Apparently there is another zone over here it can spawn in. So maybe it's a little bit further along. Yes! There it is! I can see it. That silver fox in the distance. That's it. And there goes the ping. Alright. Come on. I don't want to get the bear. I don't think I'm going to have much choice. Yeah. I'm not going to get much choice in the matter. If I want to kill the rare, I'm going to have to kill the bear. Oh yeah, my poisons aren't up either. Yep, let's just apply poisons mid-fight. That was smart. Oh, that was a little bit closer than I would have liked. But at least we got it. I've got another one. These foxes are so hard to kill. Or catch, I should say. Keep running around. Always going in the opposite direction you're ready to take them in. What you? You're a sheep. We don't want you. We don't really want to be taking on these grizzlies, but I suppose we do kind of need the extra XP now. So we're really close to being done with this this zone now. So I think I'm going to plan to finish it at 10. Once I finish this zone, rather than going into a whole new zone and having to stop halfway, because I feel like that breaks the flow. Okay, that's all of those. Just need these little seeds. Can I get close enough? And that's the seeds. And off we go to the next bit. So this is another one where we kind of go away, do a bunch of quests, come back and then get a huge XP boost in one go. Which is very, very nice. But it's also one of the quests here that doesn't have the greatest of drop chances. So these little wasps, we need to collect wings from them. And it may only be 6 wings, but yeah, they take their time to show up. There's another rare in this area called Nyx, who we're going to keep an eye out for. I'm going to run across to their zone. And there's also another scroll to do. So we already handed in 2 scrolls. We have, how many do we have up now? 1, 2... So this will be 3, so we're just missing 1 scroll after this one. And I can never remember where that one is. Oh no, we should have picked up 3, because we should have picked up 1 from the spider, 1 from... one from the little grave that by the fox, 1 from the thingy. What's the thingy? Why can't I remember what the thingy is? The ruins. And then 1 from that. So that should be all of them. Unless I've forgotten to pick 1 up. Which is also possible. Let's just have a look. 1, 2, 3. Nope, we've got them all. Cool. Cool. This is the downside with having already handed in 2. It can be really easy to miss. Now, the rare here isn't a guaranteed spawn. It's a bit of an awkward one, and the fact that somebody else is in this area now, we're unlikely to get it. What I am going to do is there is another rare in this area, which is over here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go and check it out now to see if it's there. And if it is, we should really pick it up later, but if it's there, I'm going to take it now. Because I don't want to miss out on it. Purely because someone else is in the zone. So, let's see if this one pings. I wouldn't normally come and pick this up now because it's a waste of time to come all the way out here when you have a quest that brings you here anyway. Yep, she's up. Okay, so I am going to come and do this now because I feel that that is worth the XP and worth doing so I don't miss out on her just because someone else is in the area. What's worse is she's actually gonna... They're all gonna come out. We want to... So... Popping everything off here because that was a lot more than I was anticipating. Yeah, we're getting the red lights of doom. But we got the rare. And at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. Cool, 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 cool. Because we really, really need that XP right now. Which is why it would be super cool for the other one to spawn right whilst we're here. Which we're going to be here for a little bit of time because we've got 3 of these wings left to find. I don't know if you spotted, but they are not the best drops. They're not as difficult as the jaws. They're probably the most awkward. But they're still hit and miss with how they can be, especially when there's none of them around. This whole area has been wiped out. We are, however, right next to the crocolisks now, so I'm going to go see if that crocolisk has respawned. Do we have any more? Yeah, we've got tons of these to do as well. Because that crocolisk is literally just up there. So we're not really going out of our way to check. But it does not look like it's there. No, it's not. Definitely would have pinged. And then we got the monster there. 17 beast, elite beast. We're not going to take on that beastie. I'm kind of wishing now that I'd left playing my hunter until the stream and leveling the rogue as my separate one. Because that would have been a much better example. And it's not even like I can now jump on my hunter to go like, oh, here's a time played for it. Because I then spent like an hour going around looking for pets. So my time is now completely off on that. As soon as I hit 30, I wasn't bothered about the time anymore. I'm not familiar enough with Shadowlands zones to be timing those yet. Okay, we've got the wings, so we don't need the hornets anymore. We just need boars. She said, running straight into another wasp. I can feel myself getting so tired. Haven't really eaten much quality food today. Had some like chicken and salad for my lunch, but just really wasn't hungry enough to eat it. I maybe got through half of it, if that. Possibly less than half. But I can now really feel it. I'm now super hungry, quite tired, definitely in need of just a decent meal. Okay, so we are super close to 18, which technically we should already be now. So it's a shame that we're not. And because of that, I am going to do a slight detour, because we've already lost time anyway. This isn't going to be a good time run. So I'm going to detour. And it is what it is. We're on 2.5 hours already. Which means we've spent just under 2 hours in this area alone, and we're still not at the end of it. So, definitely not what I would be hoping to do here. But we made mistakes, things haven't been up. It's all in the understandable range. It's still relatively quick, even with all of that. And no, she's not pinged again. Yeah, she's not pinged. Still no chest. Which is kind of odd for her, because a lot of people, because no quests send you up there anymore, a lot of people miss her. Because we're here, we're gonna do a quick stealth through. Aha! There we go. Always worth going back and checking. Mr. Goulash? And that's nearly got us to that 18. If we'd had the spider, we would have got to that 18. Oh well. There is another one which is in a cave that we go back to in a moment. That cave up there. Once we go and hand in all these quests, it's going to send us to this cave. I'm going to check it now, because if it is here, we might be able to grab it. If not, we've got a little bit more time to go and hand some in. But usually it's here. Usually it's running in. So the fact that there's nothing here, yeah, it definitely would have pinged by now, because it runs around like a crazy fool. Really easy to spot. It is not here. So we're gonna leave. We're gonna hope. I mean, I saw some guy running in here when we were doing the bird quest. It's highly unlikely that it's going to spawn back within the time frame, but we can hope. We can hope and pray. We can have every one of our fingers crossed. Just giving a quick read through, making sure that I have actually completed all the quests we needed to. There's nothing worse when... There's nothing worse, like earlier, when you go and handle all the quests and find you've got one not completed. That's annoying. Believe it or not, that's quite frustrating. Alright, so, as you can probably guess, this will take us to 18.
What can I do for you?
But what we really wanted this to do was we really wanted it to take us to 20.
Hi, how are you?
Like, this is where we would have hoped to have hit 20.
What can I do for you?
But we're just gonna be slightly short.
Need assistance? You have a great day now.
I am listening.
So, like, 4 bubbles short is quite a big difference. That's a significant shortfall. I quite like this track. All this music is like royalty free fantasy music, and quite often when when I'm streaming and I've got this one like playing whilst I'm playing WoW, I forget that it's not WoW music. And it's now got to the point where I actually have some favorite tracks that I enjoy when they come on, which says a lot about royalty free music, because quite often they are what you pay for them. But I find these actually sorry, I find them quite relaxing. So we're not far from the final stretch in this zone now. What are we doing? We're not going to finish it by 10, but we're not going to be far off. Once we've done these bobcats and we've done the little area that we're about to go into, which in all fairness I'm pretty sure we can just stealth through it. Then that's all the... Oh, we've got Sooty's Head as well. That's all the quests in this part of the zone. We drop back down to that shadow group people thingy, the bad guys. And then there's some ogres, and that's it. That's the end of the... We're so close to the end of this zone now. And they are not quests that take long, even with a slower character like this. So we don't need to kill these. So in order for speed, we're not going to. And I might end up missing out now on some much needed XP to get me into the 20 zone. But I'd rather get through it quack. I'd rather go quack now. I'd rather be quick now. Where the fuck am I going? Where the hell am I? The fuck? I just got completely lost. I've done this so many times. I've never once got lost. How the hell am I? Where the hell am I? I just managed to go down the wrong... thing, and I don't 100% know how. But I think what I can do to save some time, if I had it available already, out of range. I was going to say I could just jump up there. there was an ability where you could like essentially shadow step like quite a huge distance, and it was great, particularly in Burning Crusade, because you could shadow step onto the top of walls and take out guards. It was particularly useful in what's it called? Hellfire Peninsula, because there were a lot of like ramparts, hence the Hellfire Ramparts. And you could just shadow step your way onto the top of the top of the walls, rather than having to grind your way up there. It was so much quicker. Okay, so we got that. We need to go and we've got the cats. Go and get Old Sooty's head, and then that's it. That's all of this half the zone done. Like I said, I don't think we're going to get it done in the next 5 minutes, but we won't be far off that. Or I'd be surprised if we're too far off that. What I'm not going to do that I would normally... So, normally I would jump back to Stormwind to get the faster mount. But I'm not going to do that because that then it takes a lot of time to get there and back. And I don't want it to eat into the time that we have right now. If we're lucky, there's a... No, we're not lucky. Why am I thinking we'd be lucky? Why today of all days do I think it was going to be lucky? Okay, so to save some time, because we're not going to go to Stormwind, I'm going to use my hearth now. So I wouldn't do this normally. This would be a bad thing to do. But I'm going to use it now because
Hi, you're a tall one.
We're not going to be coming back here. So, like, we're only level 19 here. We should be level 20. Like, comfortably level 20.
You need something?
What brings you here?
So, yeah, we've drastically missed out on much needed things here. But it is what it is. Not anything we can do about it. But interestingly, it does go to show you the difference that those rares make. So, we're going to head back to where those wasps were now. Like I said, we're not going to get this 2 minutes left. We're not going to get it done in those 2 minutes. But this is now the end of the zone. So, there are maybe, I want to say, 3 quests. And then it's done. So we're probably still going to get this done within a 3-hour cap, but that is a 3-hour cap that is on the very, very slower end of what it can be. Which I guess is also good for you guys to see, because you're seeing it with a slow character that's taking time to get through. You're seeing me make mistakes, which also then eat into time. You're seeing it not having the bump from the rares. So this is a good example of like, this is probably the slowest it could be. I don't know what that does. Fan of knives. Okay, that's kind of cute. It's a group thing. Unfortunately, now that it's a group thing, it's already started attacking this, which I was hoping not to attack until I'd done everything. But it is what it is. A phrase that you will hear me say often. Because there's nothing you can do to change it. I do want to be fast, but you know what? I'm going to mount up. I'm just going to have a quick run over to the other side. See if that rare has spawned. Because we're already here. We're already in this area. So we're not going massively out of our way. And if it is here, it gives us that little boop that we want. And if it's not, we're not really losing that much time. It's not here. So I have a suspicion it's kind of, I think it's like a purpley glow to it. As with all rares, they're really obvious to see because they have like a distinct colour from the normal things in the area. So even if it doesn't like ping on my map, I can see it from a distance. Now, that's the only thing that does slow me down is when you get attacked by mobs. If I had the mount thing, I think it's called the Rider's Braiding or the Rider's Barding. I can't remember. That wouldn't have just dismounted me. So this is the last two quests. Or should I say, this is the last two quests where you actually have to go and do something.
See you soon. Keep your feet on the ground.
So we're going to run around here, kill a couple of ogres, pick up a few spikes, run back to him, pick up another quest where we have to go back into here and kill a named mob. And then we're done. Then after that, it's literally just going and handing in all the quests that we've collected. So it's clear to say we are not going to hit the 23 marker. Which is a massive shame because we were making quite good progress. But 22 is kind of the level that we, like the minimum level that we want. Now there's sometimes a rare around here, but that one I've only ever actually found once. That one really is more of a rare. So I never tend to count that one in the ones that I expect to see. Okay, what have we got? 3 more. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 there, and we've got 3 more spikes, which we've got 3 more here. So that's perfect. Wouldn't it be great though if he did spawn here and that bumped us into the 20? Wouldn't that be lovely? Wouldn't that just make my day? And this should be the last one we need of this. And the last spike. Been a lot of graphical glitches today. I don't normally get any, but there's a lot that are going off today. Alright. So last quest to pick up. It's going to tell us to run to the back of somewhere and stab a bitch, which because we can stealth, we'll just go straight through.
Well met. Be good. Keep your feet on the ground.
So we got to 20. 10 levels lower than I was hoping to do in this stream. But then I was also anticipating... Oh, I've got hiccups. I was also anticipating doing a 4-hour stream instead of a 3-hour stream. So we've kind of lost a full hour. Essentially. So I'm not as worried. Gonna just go straight through these. Don't think there are any chests that tend to spawn in here. I went through it quite thoroughly and couldn't find anything. Alright, this is the last guy. The big boss man. Hopefully, there is now garlic bread in the oven. Ready to go. Because I'm very much ready to eat now. Trist! Hi! How you doing? Are you recovered after your weekend of extreme enjoyment? Unfortunately, you join me just as I'm finishing up. I am going to be going and turning in my last few quests and then enjoying some much needed food. You barely recovered. I would not expect you to be recovered for quite some time. That is it's an intense thing to do. Lots of stuff over a very, very short period of time. So I would be very surprised if after 2 days you've recovered. You tend to join for quite either midway or early on usually in the stream, so it's not too typical to be getting to the end. Oh, sorry. I am finishing an hour earlier today though as well. So that I can actually go and have something to eat. And because we're basically at the end of a zone and I don't want to go and start a new zone and have to stop halfway through. Okay. This is all it now. We're literally just handing quests in.
Greetings. Alright, then.
We are done with this zone after we've handed all of this stuff in, so there's no more quests to do. As I said, normally I'd look at leaving here at level 23. For whatever reason, that's not been possible, which is a shame. That means I'm going to have to make that time up somewhere else. Unfortunately, the most likely place to make that up is going to be in the Warlords of Draenor area. And that's a huge bummer. Because I do not like those quests. Because that didn't ping and I can't see them, I don't think they are there. Again, we've got to run back in this area, so we'll see if the other one is. But I highly doubt it. Based on the luck that we've had, I highly doubt it.
Talk to me.
So, we've got to run this way anyway. We'll just do it with a slight detour. And if they're not here, we'll just run on. Which doesn't look like they are. No. Nope, nothing there. We will run on to the next one. As I said, we've got to run in this direction anyway, so basically we're not doing a huge detour, we're just taking the slightly more scenic route. Hopefully we don't pull that spider. No, we pulled the spider. Tense was the keyword. Thankfully it got 6 months. Yeah, so we're in the dark time now. Everyone doing all their quiet. Oh, these have been killed. Even if he was here, or had been here, he would now be dead. Because this place has been cleared out recently. I would find it particularly funny if it was cleared out because Nomi has rolled on this server and is now doing this route. That would make me funny. That would make me funny. That would make me laugh. I would find that amusing. Okay, hand these in.
Be good.
So 21, we didn't even make it to 22, which is a huge, huge shame. Sorry to disappoint, I'm in Shadowlands. That's okay. I won't blame you then. Yeah, finishing here is it's not great. I might have to do a bit of Elwyn Forest to bump through that. Because that's a lot lower than I would like it to be. A lot lower. Oh, also a different server. That would also do it. That would also do it. Hopefully we'll be on the same server soon. Or at least within the same server group. Okay then, guys. Well, on that bombshell, I am going to call it a night. Go and grab something to eat. You should probably all do the same if you haven't already. Get something to eat. Get some rest. And I will be back tomorrow evening at 7 PM. Where, as long as I can get it up and running and it's all okay, I will be playing some Final Fantasy. Trying out some Final Fantasy. So we'll have a look. Just gonna see what we've got in terms of gear. Is any of this useful to wear right now? Probably not. It's all kind of a bit junk.
I just needed you to know. I love you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I love you too. Right. And that, as they say, is that. So, I will see you guys tomorrow at the grand old time of 7 PM GMT. Have a fantastic evening. Have a fantastic day tomorrow. And thank you so much for being here. It's been fantastic. All right then, my dears. Night night.